Aquarius, hello, my darlings. How are you all? It's been a little while since I have done a reading for you. As many of you are aware, I had some time off this summer. I have gone through a very still going through a very transformational time. But it's now divine design for me to come back and start readings again on YouTube. So I am delighted to be doing your October reading for you. I am using what am I using? I'm using the Spirit Animal Oracle for you, first of all, followed by the Spirit Song Tarot. And then after that, I should just have a little close-up of that lovely deck. And then after that, I shall be using my Veritas Oracle, which looks like this. If you are interested in purchasing that, the link is in the description box below. So let's move ahead with your reading. And let's see, for those that most need to hear the message, what Spirit wishes to say. If it resonates with you, my darling, you are hearing this within your divine design. Everything is connected. So let's have a look for Aquarius. What wishes to come out for Aquarius from the Spirit Animal Oracle? Thank you, Aquarius. There we go. Ooh, we've got the Armadillo Spirit, setting healthy boundaries. So we all recognize that armadillos have this sort of casing, don't they? This sort of armored shell to protect themselves. And it's vital for their well-being, for their survival as well. So this is a very strong message for number 3 here. Number 3 is all about growth. So during this growing time, you might be going through some growing pains, Spirit is saying. And those pains can come in the form of perceptions that you might be having of your life, of relationships that you have as well, what you may feel you need to do to protect that relationship, to encourage that relationship to grow. And actually, Spirit is saying to you, set healthy boundaries. Perhaps you are doing too much. Perhaps you are trying too hard. Perhaps you are holding on too tight. And it's just a little pause for you to think about where you feel, if you are doing something, or you are thinking something, or you are behaving in a certain way, how does that feel? Do you feel safe? Do you feel secure? Do you feel protected? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel relief at all? Do you feel a sense of peace, or do you feel a great sense of being very unsettled? Trust the feelings that are coming through and set healthy boundaries, because once you start to set those healthy boundaries, you will see that reflected back into you with the relationships around you, because that is your vibrational message. And it's okay to say no sometimes. It's okay not to try and fix something or someone, because if someone does not want to be fixed, there is nothing you can say or do to shift their perception. Everybody has their own unique perception of life through their own experiences, through their own lens of life. It may be clear, it may be cloudy, but there's no right or wrong. So that is that's the overriding message for you here. Let's have a look to see, with the healthy boundaries and Armadillo Spirit, any more messages for you from the Spirit Guide. Look, you've got not only the armadillo, now you've got the hedgehog. So so there's a lot of protection at this time. Now, if this is an affirmation reading for you about what you're doing, then that's absolutely wonderful. And that's wonderful. There are all sorts of wonderful things that will materialize into your reality because of the healthy boundaries that you are now embodying. Let's put it this way, because these are 2 animals here that embody having healthy boundaries. They also are non-combative. They will also retreat rather than react. And that is another message for you here. Retreat rather than react. The Queen of Crystals is a very powerful energy. And it is an energy of Pentacles are about manifestations. Yes, we all know they're about taking those practical divine masculine steps towards those manifestations. with the power of your intuition behind you. They are about the value that you place on things and the value of also energy and time and love, all of those very powerful energies in motion, emotions. So with the Queen of Crystals here, it says here the words comfort and prosperity. You are, I kind of feel, as Aquarius as well, you're very closely connected to earth energy in this reading. And with the hedgehog here and the armadillo, it's very close to the earth. So it's about continuing or doing those things that ground you, that bring you back to the present moment. Don't get too lost in the nether. Don't get too lost in that. And the only reason I'm saying that is what you are perhaps doing is creating scenarios in your mind that are in conflict with where you are now. So these are negative scenarios that you're playing over and over and over. And remain, though, this is very different with the Queen of Pentacles. You're very generous. You're very adept to sort of pushing on boundaries and solving problems. You're a sort of you're very concerned with affecting change and getting involved with good causes, all of those things. But I think sometimes the world terrifies you and others terrify you. And I mean, in terms of how people perceive things and what people may say or do, it very much upsets you how they could not see it the way that you see it. And Spirit wants you to remain connected to those beliefs that you have about what you are so committed to. Remain committed to those things that you hold dear to your heart, that you hold of value. But also take as I said, you can't get somebody to perhaps see your point of view, then there is no point continuing to try. But flip it in your mind to say that actually, as you speak, you are receiving perhaps even firmer convictions about your desires and your beliefs, and that you do not need to react. You can acknowledge and respond in a way that that person is not intended to understand how you truly feel about something, but you yourself know, and remain grounded within that space, because there is great comfort when we are so committed and connected to something that we know is a purpose, something that we know to be true in the purest form in terms of our pure potential, and something that might be here as part of your life's purpose as well. So there is value to that. There's also value to retreating and responding to any given situation through retreat, not reacting, not attacking. I trust this makes sense. Let's see what else wishes to come out. Thank you. There is great power in the control of not reacting. We are showing extraordinary strength in not reacting, in choosing not to react. Thank you, Spirit. But to say no, energetically to say no, send out a vibrational message of no. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got an overriding energy of the Justice card, truth and clarity. The truth shall set you free is the message here. The truth of a situation shall set you free. Now, this here is the crow. The crow is resting at this time on a branch, but it has something. It has here, as you see, kind of what is meant to be scales, but it's carrying something and it's carrying a message. So I feel that the truth of a certain situation that you are finding yourself in, where you're being asked to set healthy boundaries, is going to set you free. And then you're going to be able to fly in whatever direction you wish to fly in, my darling. Now, the crow represents basically, it's the keeper of secrets, and it represents wisdom, those wise, intellectual, spiritual downloads of matter, wisdom gained from knowledge, ancient knowledge. This is generational for you as well. This is lifetimes of knowledge that you are now in this lifetime turning into wisdom. We have many lifetimes. We choose to come back here again and again. And it's all about, also with the Justice card, about understanding sacred law, the law of the universe. The laws of the universe are interconnected and interwoven in such a way that we can see on a daily basis in nature all the time. The laws of the universe are here as powerful guideposts for us to affect a positive and conscious approach to living. The laws of the universe are here to show us that everything is energy, and that life force energy is based on love. And the laws of the universe are always fair. So when something has become imbalanced, it needs to be equalized in whatever form that may take. So where you are right now, the universe is looking to create a balance. So have a think about that, whether that means a different balanced perspective on things, a balancing out of an unfair situation, a balancing out of perhaps finances, because money is also energy as well. But this crow is bringing clarity. The crow of clarity, let's just call it that way, is bringing clarity to you. And it's a point in your life with the Justice card that whatever decision you're making at this time, do it with a balanced perspective. Weigh it up carefully. Don't rush into it. Set those healthy boundaries first of all. Don't lean too much into one thing or one way of perceiving something. Be open to the other as well. They're a necessary contrast in life, and you can come to that middle balance ground as well. And with the Justice card is to say that it will work out fairly for you. It will be fair. Trust in the process, trust in the spiritual laws. Look them up if you're not too familiar with them, but trust in those spiritual laws, because you're going through a great period of transformation. This is the Tower. Transition and liberation, freedom, same as the crow there flying. And Spirit is saying with the crow, because it's the keeper of secrets, don't worry about not knowing everything right now. The truth will set you free. It'll come at exactly the right time for you in that divine design for you. And it'll all make sense when it does. But this is about what is happening now, is about the clearing of obstacles. And those obstacles, many of those may be within you, stuck, old conditioning, ways of thinking, perceptions, behaviors that we've learned since childhood that we don't really realize that we are present in our everyday lives. You know, it's almost like, you know, we're a child, and then we reach that point of 18 and suddenly we're an adult, and we do things in an adult way. We don't. We carry on doing them the same way we've done them since we were tiny tots. And it's actually very interesting to start to try and get to know ourselves better and to see how we behave, how we respond, how we react, a reaction. Where are those triggers come up as an instant trigger, an instant one to certain scenarios. And the universe will keep giving us the same scenarios, the same situations, different people playing different characters until we go, oh, I understand. And we see the lesson, we learn the lesson, and then we release it and we move into a higher vibration. We are evolving. And it's all about fairness and forgiveness and love and balance and who we are. We are a spiritual being having a human experience. We are divine oneness. We are all one. We are the universe experiencing itself. And we play these other parts very, very well, almost too well at times, don't we? But this moment for you is a very important moment for you to have utter clarity in order to make a very fair, balanced decision. And that clarity, my darling, is coming in for you because there is going to be a transfer of transformation here for you with this cicada, which is the death beetle, endings and new beginnings, sometimes, all times. in order for new to come into our life, in order for energy, which doesn't die, but transforms, transmutates into something else, something has to go, something has to be transformed, something has to be released. And that's what's happening for you. So they're asking you to let go of perhaps perceptions that you have of where you are and of the past, and to be open to receiving fair, balanced, beautiful wisdom coming through for you. And then with the Three of Acorns, you will then have, with that knowledge, with that wisdom, knowledge turned into wisdom, you will have the foresight to explore all sorts of other opportunities that you might not, or you would not have been able to explore, because you will see the big picture. You will see from your higher self what is evolving for you. And although you may be feeling that you're being pushed away, you're coming away from something that has been of comfort for you, actually there is bigger, there is better out there for you. Foresight and exploration. That's the Three of Wands. 3 is growth. Remember, the Three of Wands is about consciously creating, consciously manifesting, with the understanding of your utmost, innermost desires as well. And also being open to other possibilities, infinite possibilities for you as well. 3 is growth, Wands are actions and desires. So there we are, my darlings. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another one for you. If I can do the weekly readings, it will be tomorrow. If not, from next week. So much love to you and take care. Bye-bye.